Good morning, good morning. So let's start yet another vlog. Yesterday I had some progress, and as always, I tried to document it further, basically my learning. And the nice thing I found out about it is that after a few hours, when I think about what I've learned in this stream, I can also remember the mistakes I made. So yesterday I ended up defining a method like this to basically more conveniently define the uh, body of header parameters, but soon I realized, okay, this syntax is not what I want. So if I don't know, I want to set our code, I need to count these zeros I have in this array and stuff like that. So today I want to first invest some time refactoring what I have here, and then after that move on to the parameter. Maybe I add some tests as well, because I realized I'm not testing what I'm writing very well. Usually in high level programming languages, what I do is I have some means to run my program apart from actually running the final application. I run the interim functions that I have, and I test them individually. So for Zig, so far I have unit tests. So I would like to do that and see how that works. So let's just start. Go here, and then Codecrafters DNS Server and header.zig indeed, and then let's see DNS. I hope this is the correct one. Yes, and build successfully. So another option that I was thinking about is actually quite reasonable. What I want to test first is let's first run this and use the optional values and or else. So I have a default that I set, but also can provide values. I'm not sure how it works in Zig, to be honest. I've never tried it in function parameters, but I want to do that. So I start with ID of type optional EU16. I hope this is how it works. And then down here, like this, pick up ID, or else 0. Let's see if this builds. Oh, actually perfect. So with that, I don't even need this anymore. and then I can have a QR of optional U1 opcode of optional, not optional, when I'm typing it, everything. Yeah, okay, U4 is U4, AA is U1, TC is U1, RD is Z is U3, R code is U4, and QD count is 16, and count now I'm thinking about it, how I'm going to call this method. It means that I need to pass a null to it, or I can just pick the ones that I want. Let's try that. Even that's the case, I think this is some progress. NS count U16, AR count U16. 2, 4, 5. Okay, I have it. Now here it would be my mind is bugging me. Can I do some sort of fancy replacement using Regex? Okay, maybe it's time to try it out. It's a good opportunity indeed. Why my windows are not getting selected today? Okay, what I want to do, emacs Regex replace. Yeah, I have undo, but I want to select group. How does look like? I think it should parentheses. Let's try that. Undo Regex P, yeah, and then the first select group would be like that. It's not selecting. Not selecting. Maybe like this it is. Indeed. And then actually this first dot should be out of here. Indeed. And then I have a few characters. Hopefully this works. And then I have a space. And then I have input at 3 more characters. No, it's not working like that. Maybe plus and comma. I think it's matching that forward too aggressively. Let's put it like this, right? Replace this with dots $1. Okay, this is not working. Maybe emacs groups in Regex replace. Let's see how it works. Oh, it's /. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. And then a space /1 or else 0. Yes, nice. It messed up over here for some reason. I think this is correct. Why you're finding about this correct word at once? Okay, nice. This is better. So I have these functions, but let's test. Actually, now I think I can rename it to init. Okay, test init. That's parameters, and then here I would say init const h equal to header dot init. And okay, I have a nice auto completion. If I do 1, 2, 3, 4, can I partially initialize it? Expect testing try testing expect equal 1, 2, 3, 4 h dot id. And for now, comment this. Okay, let's fix this as well. Or better to comment this out, make sure first what we have is working. Go up here, click test src. Yeah. No, so I need to still pass everything. And it's not possible to set like this, right? Yeah. This is bothering me. Hyperland is not selecting my window on switches. Zig pass parameters. documentation. Optional argument names in function calls. Proposed syntax. Minor note. This would make argument names part of the function as API. Adding another idea into the mix here. Okay, let's see which one is implemented. Does this work? No. Can I use this? ID 0. Oh, no, like this. Oh, this actually works. This actually works. It's setting the ID. Ah, interesting. And can I set others to 1 like this? No, now everything should be named. Oh no, it's thinking of getting ID in only. So even if I do ID equal to 1 QR dot QR 1, it's still picking up that array as the first parameter. Yeah. Okay, this is not interesting. So for now, what we are ending up with is one last thing I would like to check. A Zig pass array as function arguments. No, this is not what I'm looking for. No, this is not what I'm looking for. What is it called? Extending it? Python has this start syntax. Let's see if I can find my floating window. Yeah. That was it. I think I fixed my Zig issue in the wrong way. Yeah, pass an array or a slash as function parameters. Is this the one? No, this is not either. So for now, what I'm going to settle with is apparently our only option, but this is nicer, right? I have at least some auto completion, and I can set a null value for them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And here I'm going to have this 3, 4. 10, 11, 12, 13, and go here. I hate it when it does this. I missed a 9. We can not count apparently today. And then over here it would be, let's go here. You are off code. This is going to be nice. Time consuming. Yeah, TC RD RA Z R code. QD count. And count. Big test. Beautiful. You cannot set that to, yeah, it's a 1-bit. What are you thinking? Okay, so let's see, how can I probably for these I'm going to settle with 1 because that's the only other value they can accept, right? 1 AA, also TC. Oh, for Q OP code, it would be 3. And then for the rest 4, it would be 1. This 3. Better. For Z, beautiful. With 3 bits, you can have 7. This is the fun part of testing. It's teaching me how to count binary. Beautiful. Now I have a passing test. Okay, now the other thing I want to test here is to when I set everything to null, I actually get a 0 everywhere, right? So null is the value. Yank it and enter you 12. That didn't work. Yank it, enter you 13. I don't know why it's not moving. So let's do it manually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, this is correct. And then what I want to do, replace Regex with 1. Yeah, replace this with 0. Yeah. Okay, I messed up this last part. Probably was smarter to peek until comma, but this should be fine. So init sets, yeah, sets default value for null. Beautiful. Now I have a tested initializer that I can use. It's not the best implementation, but I think one interesting, there are two benefits, right? Compared to, let's open it, main. Compared to this syntax, I do not need to use the named parameters. Makes it easier to quickly type them. I have autocompletion on not the completion, the documentation from the language server to see which parameters I'm passing on. It's not optimal, but the mix of this and the original header definition, I think, kind of would be useful. So now I can open up this one, change from list to init, and basically remove this. Yeah. I'm considering it some progress. Hopefully someday I learn a better dynamic for these. But or Zig doesn't have such a dynamic that I'm looking for. So that's it. Let's log this as a refactor for header. Actually, it's a capital header. Use optional for where were we? I think we had a main function. So I was initially thinking about refactoring this response object builder to wrap it inside a function and do some tests on it. But I just remembered that yesterday I wasn't happy with this expectation and kind of hope down the road we get more context about how it should function, and potentially refactor it. So with that, I would say let's close this and go to Codecrafters to continue our challenges. So this is also considered an easy challenge. Write an answer. In this stage, you'll extend your DNS server to respond with the answer section, the third section of a DNS message. Yeah, the answer section is a structure. The answer section contains a list of parameters, resource records, which are answers to the questions asked in the question section. Each resource record has the following structure: name, type, class, TTL, length, data. Yeah, in this stage we'll only deal with the A record type, which maps a domain name to an IPv4 address. The R data field for an A record type is 4-byte integer representing the IPv4. Okay. What is the R data? It's not in the header. Okay. Let's hope we figure that out. Ah, okay, this is our data. I was getting blind. Yeah, cool. Just like in previous stage, the tester will execute your program. It will then send a UDP packet. Your program will need to respond with a DNS reply packet that contains a header section, a question section, an answer section. Okay, this is the new part. Yeah, your answer section should contain a single RR with the following values: followed by a name byte. That's Codecrafters IO. Make sure to update an account field in the header section accordingly, and remember to set the ID to 1234. So for ID, we learned from Claude that we can set it to whatever the question is sent, and it worked. But here we have an AN account value we need to set. This is 16-bit. I don't know what value I need to set for it. I think we will figure out. And with regards to response, so maybe I can make inside message response, let's say, and then const response we have name type class TTL length data. So name maybe better for me to move it to on a screen that I can see like this, and then name. The length of the name is defined. Label sequence. How long can it be? We didn't define it, but let's say an array of U16. For now, the type I keep it unknown, and then type, which is a keyword. So let's call it A type. Or do it like Python. Is 2 byte. Oh, it's a 2 byte integer, meaning U16. And class is also U16. TTL 4 byte integer U32. RD lengths or just lengths. 2 byte U16, and for this we have an IP address, right? And this is a 4 byte. So I'm thinking maybe we can do 4 U8. This should be fine. I need to sneak peek into the function I wrote for header. So we are doing byte shifts and write ints for integers. And for the rest, I think the first one we can just copy, right? Let's assume that. And then I have a public function, 2 bytes. And then I have a self of type response, and the return value would be this. And then we have value response of type UA. Can I make it like at memcpy response from 0 to self.name.len is equal to self.name. Yeah, I'm going to settle for this for now. Then I need to import std library. And then basically do std mem write int. The type is u16. The buffer is response self.name .len 2. Maybe it's better to ask it, right? I think so. DNS response name lengths. I'm making that part dynamic. That's kind of annoying. Pop quiz. What is the maximum number of A records in DNS round robin? No, I don't want the maximum number or largest number of bytes in a text record. Maybe it's all the same and we should ask the maximum. I want to know maximum size of the name part of the DNS response. Domain name syntax, name server, DNS resolver, reverse lookup. Number of questions, number of answers. Okay. This is interesting. So yeah, for the header in main, this is number of answers. U16, but we have one answer. So useful. And then question section, we have these three. RR, resource record. The length is variable, but what is the maximum? Name is fully qualified domain name. Okay, I need to reset my playlist. I need to add more songs to this. Hopefully I find the time for it someday. Name is fully qualified domain name. Yeah. And where the name may be shortened using label compression, where ends of domain name mentioned earlier in the packet can be substituted for the end of the current domain name. So DNS resource record name max length. I understand it's a variable, but it should have a maximum length, right? Okay, I'm trying to not ask LLM as much as possible in this recording, but let's continue until we face error. That's probably safer. The value that I want to write here is self.type underscore, but the length is self.name .len plus 16, and this would be big and exclamation mark. The next one, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now this one I think again we can copy. Let's try this. And then this would be class. Maybe do it like this. Yeah, it's a little bit easier on my eyes. So I understand what I'm editing. This is better. And then we have self.class. Here we have self.ttl. Here we have self.lengths. And here I have self.data. Okay, now ordering them in the buffer. So we have plus 16 here, and then again plus 32. If I remember correctly, I need to bound this size, and I cannot just leave it open for it to start from there. But I will try to refactor to that. Plus 32. This is TTL, so 64. And then plus 64 plus 80, and then here write int plus 80, and this will be 3212. I will ask LLM if there is a smarter way to write this. This is not something I got used to count parameters like that. Okay, so I'm going to write a test, and then 2 bytes. And here, let's keep it as simple as that for now. And then I have a const response equal to response. So the first thing is .name equal to sorcery.zone next one is type is equal to what is the response we are looking for? 1160 4 888. Okay, 1 dot class 1 dot ttl 60 dot links 4 and dot data is like this, u8 8 8 8 8. And then how we were matching the so const expected, it would be, but here I had the lengths of 12 and I don't have it here, so what can go wrong? Can I have like 0x09 sorcery? I think we need to skip it, right? It's not 0x, it's /x backslash. Sorcery 04 zone, but I'm not parsing it there, so probably that's going to I need to hard code it there for now. That's fine, I'm going to do that. Or actually, let's keep it as is, right? So it would be sorcery zone and then 164. And the only interesting part I have is, let's copy this piece. And then import const testing, std testing. Actually, move this up here and some space here. Try testing that expect equal expected response to bytes. Zig test src and response. Yeah, I need an array of but what happens if I change this type here? Yeah, I'll keep it dynamic. Give asset. That's the thing. You cannot mix types. Yeah, this is the limitation I have, right? And I'm telling it's a U8 and I'm putting a string there. The string is a const U8. Print. First, I want to see if the body of my function is working. Okay, if I do any it should be able to print it, right? So why it's not? Okay. Print any and response dot 2 bytes. Let's just start with this. Better. Expected. Found U8. That's correct because I messed up these sizes, right? And it's line 20. Did I mess up sizes? Type is U60. This is more interesting now. So, since I'm defining the response type as a dynamic type, so what I'm trying to do here, I want to have, let's limit this, right? Let's limit this on 512 bytes. How does it change now? The error didn't change, so that's not the problem. Oh, that's because of the length of this. How about everything did down here, then I think this won't work either. Yeah, indeed, the error would be here, and for now I'm going to put it equal to s. Yeah, just like that. Or if you put it like this, was it the syntax? Expected 5. Ah, God. How can I make... I wanted to type 512. Zig initialize array of length 10. Zeros of 512 U8. I think it's about time to ask Claude to help me fix this. Copilot, it's called GPTel. I'm going to use it. Help me debug the following code. It's 1 second. I can see several issues. Yeah, thank you. Incorrect byte offset. You're using offsets. Oh, this part is interesting and nicer to have an offset. The key changes. So some good pointers. I'm still not sure if it's correctly working. Right, TTL as U32. Yeah, that's a good pointer again. For my using type no, using is not ideal for DNS. Here are better issues. Waste of memory. DNS name are typically much shorter, usually less than 255 bytes, usually. So fixed size. You lose track of the actual name size, not DNS compliant. Okay. Option 1. Okay. The initial thing is also make data variable. Okay. Bounded array. Recommendation. Okay, so first thing first. Up here, I need to change this to const u8 and also the same for response. Then in that case, I can have my domain name back. Right. And this one would be also removed, like 888. Right. Now back to this. Var offset equal to self and name offline. But there it was using a, I think, more sophisticated version.
Yeah.
Where was I? Yeah. City name index, self name, until the null byte. Meaning I need to send in a null byte or else self name dot. Let's keep it as is. To do consider checking up until yeah, and then here it would be offset. This is better. TTL should be 32. And for this, we need to completely remove it, right? Here I need to use @memcpy. Destination would be response. Offset up until self.data.length. So this is still not solving the initial error I was facing, right? So let's it wasn't Zig. Oh, it's thinking a lot. Oh no, it returned me some responses. The error is because the server expects a pointer to a fixed. Ah, that's why. And then self data, I need to pass a pointer to it. Let's see if I get. So it started with actually this is not necessary, right? The way I wrote it is also correct, but here we need to do this. No. I think now it's kind of bullshitting. The error is not even on. Oh, right int. Yeah, I made a mistake. I was confused with that. But what's the difference here? If I do this and then 0 to 2, does it solve the problem somehow? Interesting. I think here. Yeah, it should be. Const pointer to const is not indexable. Maybe like this. Better. At least I don't have an error. But how does it work? So I'm making a slice starting from 0. And then I'm making a bounded slice of 2. Why I wasn't able to one-shot it? I didn't get it. There is because stdmem_write_int expects a pointer to a fixed size array, but you're passing a slice. You need to cast the slice to the correct pointer. Use 0 to n versus the slice to a pointer. I also noticed you still had plus 16 in your. Make sure you're using the correct. Yeah, this is because I'm not counting in bits, but type is in bytes, so this should be like this. Yeah, now my values are changed back to back. Can you help me with fixing the test function as well? Sure. Here's a fixed test function. What does it do? Use a proper name string instead of all zeros. Checking them one by one. Ah, interesting. This was nice. Okay, so var name buffer. But did he? No. For the name buffer, why are you using a fixed size? That's right, using a fixed size. but yeah, messing up with me. It gives some good ideas on how to do these tests, but doesn't follow the rules. Ah, okay, yeah, this could be an also an option. Okay, what did it do here? Heck, why? No, it's messing up with me, but I think in general I can understand what's happening. So here I'm going to do undefined const. Should it be const? No, which can be u8. What's happening? And what's happening here then? Yeah. And then here I use and here it will be 0 up until the do not print anything. Expected something, got something. I think there is a better method. We call slices. I'm not sure if it works because I'm not using a slice. So the slice of view pick. Okay, nice. Worked. So again, another Regex reboot. Yeah. Okay, it's like 8:30. I need to prepare for my work. So I'm going to stop it here. But this session was quite interesting. I still find myself struggling with this strict type system, and yeah, but the struggles means something, right? I'm still learning it, so that's good. Uh, I will write down my learnings today as well. Let me know what you think about any of these. And yeah, see you in the next one.